In this video, I'm gonna talk about Victory Heat Rally. Thank you. Thank you for not putting a Rubberband AI in the game. If there is one, I can't tell that it's there. And to me, that's an important mark of respect to the player in a racing game. I'm old school when it comes to that subject. I believe that the difficulty of a game should be set on an objective basis. Easy is easy, average is average, hard is hard. Some people will be great and they'll make mincemeat out of the hard difficulty. Some people are less great and they'll play on the easy difficulty, and that's good too. What's not good is a Rubberband AI that rewards mediocrity and punishes skill, all in the name of delivering an artificial, nail-biting, so-called cinematic experience. That's right, I'm looking at you, Need for Speed. You absolute racing game equivalent of generative AI. Polished and pretty, and with no soul behind it. Take it, play it, put it away, forget about it until the next samey installment comes up. It's as meretricious as it comes. If you're a consistent player and you stick to the script, it feels like the good guy defeating a villain by the skin of his teeth. Go off script just once, and the beautiful illusion crumbles away. It's all make-believe. There's no sense of pride and accomplishment in completing a game whose entire purpose had been to lose against the player by exactly 1 second. So, again, thank you. Thank you for making a game where my successes and my failures are honest. If I win because I bested my opponents. If I win by a huge margin, then it was because I did incredibly well that day. If I screw up, then I screw up, and I take the hit. My opponents won't politely slow down so I can catch up. It's up to me to work hard to get back, and if I can't, then it's on me, and me alone. Does that make the game difficult? Not exactly. In practice, you can restart any race you want. If you're about to reach the end and you're not happy with your position, you just restart the race and you keep doing it until you've got what you're looking for. Cheap way to victory? Maybe. Who's gonna care? Nobody. Besides, you get to try out each race on their own before you get access to the tournament. So by the time you get there, you already have a clue as to what works and what doesn't. Controls involve an accelerator that will give your thumb a full-time job, a brake button that only gets used on the tofu run track, and a drift button that you absolutely need to master if you want to win anything. No drift, no speed. Simple as that. Drifting gives you a speed boost when it's over. Just like Mario Kart, just like Sonic Racing. It's a simple game loop. You practice for the tournament, you win the tournament, you unlock another racer after challenging them, and you do it again another 8 times. Each set of tracks is more challenging than the last, and each new racer may or may not suit your playstyle. Give it roughly 8 hours, and you're all done. On top of that, you have challenges that range from eyebrow-raising to mind-boggling, and their difficulty level can be pretty demanding at times. You have to do them though, because otherwise, you can't progress any further into the campaign. Most of the time, it boils down to choosing a driver with abilities suited for quick and fancy footwork, but doing a near-perfect run of the challenges is still a requirement. If there's anything you're gonna be restarting on the regular, it will be that, for sure. I'm not sure I actually want these challenges in a game that's openly meant to be casual. Like, yeah, I know it's there to satisfy the tryhards who get their boners and their Twitch followers from restarting difficult tasks over and over, but I feel that this is out of place in a game that's openly presented as a casual and largely brainless experience. You're meant to be riding a roller coaster while hooting and hollering. Trying to introduce pro-gamer moves in that environment leads to beads of sweat that I didn't sign up for. Doesn't take long before all the races are over, and the remaining options are time attacks, unlocking paint colors, or going in multiplayer. The only option for the latter is in-person or over remote play, and everybody knows how well remote play works. If you're on PC, you're not likely to play the versus mode a whole lot. If you got a console and it's in the living room, then your chances are likely higher, and there's potential for that to be a good pick-up-and-play party game, or some way to get the kids out of your hair while the adults indulge in aperitifs. This is familiarity incarnate. Learning the controls takes only one race, and then you're good to go for the rest of the way. Everything beyond that is perfectionism and micro-optimization, neither of which are necessary when looking for a way to get the wee ones out of the kitchen, or give your friends something to play that isn't Jackbox for once in 10,000 millennia. Does it have its faults? Of course it does! The in-game car models are all the same despite the pictures on the character select screen, the tracks are largely forgettable, the rally portion is only 1/4 of the game experience. It should be called Victory Heat Racing, but it was not, and there we go. I wish there could have been more of the rally part because that was the bit I loved the most. If there's a way to introduce a long-form rally in the same style as Outrun, I'm all for it. Sign me up. This game is a perfect candidate. And then, all the concerns melt away on the simple virtue that this game is just so happy to see you. It's like it jumps into your arms and begs you to play with it. Everything is bouncy and festive. Every day feels like the best day ever. You can't argue with so much happiness. There isn't even an ounce of bad bone to be found. How can you resist? You can't. Whatever reservation you might have had, they just flew out the window as soon as you started bouncing and laughing along to that infectious bundle of joy. In short, this game is a puppy.